Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurul Hanani binti Mumazuki, matric number 253307. So I will explain about the Axiata Group Berhad.
Axiata Group Berhad portfolio. So Axiata Group Berhad is a Malaysian-based telecommunication company which manage Axiata Group. Axiata primary business is in investment holding and the provision of telecommunication and consultancy services on the national and international scale. Their main focus being emerging markets in Asian and South Asia. So next, fundamental analysis of Axiata Group Berhad. The blue bar, it shows that the current ratio is less than 1. This means that the company is a riskier investment. And then the quit ratio, as can we see here, also less than 1. This means that this company has no enough quit asset to pay for its current liabilities. Next is profitability ratio. As we can see here, in 2018, it shows that a negative sign of profitability ratio. This is because of the non-cash out treatment in 2018. Next is intrinsic value. So the intrinsic value is less than the market value. It means that the stock is overpriced. Technical analysis. The first one is MACD. So as we can see in the chart, the MACD line rise, the blue one, rise above the signal line, the red one, the red one, from the March 21st and 31st until the April 28th. It shows that a bullish trigger occurs between the period. And next is RSI. So RSI shows that the value of RSI is in between the 30 and 70. So therefore, it shows that the stock is in
My name is
neutral
Zhang
zone.
Yimian. Metro number is 257243. So now I will presentation for my company is CIMB. So CIMB Group is the second largest bank in Malaysia. So we can say the summary about fundamental. This table is current ratio and the quick ratio. Next one is the debit to equity. From 2017 until 2019, the debit to equity ratio of the company continued to decline. The next one for the profitability ratio also is from 2017 until 2019, it is increased. So for we will talk about intrinsic value. The step 1 forecast future sales and the profit. So to 2020 until 2022, it is more and more well. Next one, step 2 forecast future EPS and the dividends. So 2020 and 2021 is very good. It's more than for 2022. The next one is step 3 forecast PE ratio. So this is also 2022 is the biggest, also more and more good. For the technical analysis, this is the MACD. The time is from March 31 until April 28. So this is the RSI. So from the table we can know buy stocks in a bull market or near a normal bull market, expecting high returns. So the next one is CIMB moving average. Yes, we can see the lowest share price is April 22 until April 23. The last one is support and the resist, CIMB. So we can see the
binti Sharimi 253252. Okay, another company that we choose is Nestle Malaysia Berhad. Nestle Malaysia Berhad is a Malaysian nutrition, health and wellness company. Despite some cost and currency headwinds, Nestle Malaysia Berhad continue to deliver positive growth in the second quarter. Okay, now let's see the fundamental analysis. For the fundamental analysis, we can see that the total revenue is growing through the years. However, in 2019, the total revenue is decreased, and the net income for this company is increased steadily from 2015 to 2019. Okay, next, the total asset and total liability is increased in 2015 to 2018 but gradually decreased in 2019. Besides, the total equity shows a decline from 2015 to 2017 but increased again in 2018 until 2019. Okay, to find the intrinsic value, we have 5 steps, which is first, get the cash flow. Second, find the discount rate. Third, find the discount cash flow. Fourth, calculate the terminal value and present value of terminal value. And 5, calculate the intrinsic value. Okay, after we get the intrinsic value, we make a comparison with current market price. Okay, the intrinsic value is RM60.70 and the current price is RM138.20. It shows that the market price is higher than the intrinsic value. So the share, it's considered the share is overvalued. Therefore, it is not suggested for investor to buy the share now since the intrinsic value is lower than the market price because investor will not get the benefit in the future. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Akhil Shazwani binti Abdul Rahim. My major number is 252832. The company that I choose is Tenaga Nasional Berhad. Tenaga Nasional Berhad operates an electricity utility in Malaysia. The company is engaged in the generation, transmission, distribution and sales of electricity. It maintains its portfolio of power generating assets consisting of thermal generation facilities and hydro generation schemes in Peninsular Malaysia. Next, I will explain about SWOT analysis of Tenaga Nasional Berhad. Tenaga Nasional Berhad strength is they are the largest power producer in Malaysia. For weaknesses, one of them is energy portfolio not well diversified. For opportunities, there are wind power generation of new sources in power generation. And lastly, the trade in the SWOT analysis of Tenaga Nasional Berhad are rising costs of production. Fundamental analysis, as you can see, the total revenue, operating income and net income are increasing from 2015 to 2019, but a little bit decrease for gross profit in 2019. Okay, last but not least, I will explain about the intrinsic value. As you can see, the intrinsic value are 15 ringgit and 32 cents, while the current price is 12 ringgit and 34 cents. It shows that the intrinsic value are higher than the current price. So it's considered as an undervalued. Therefore, I suggest to investor to buy the stock now. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day to madam. My name is Aini Nezia binti Jafar. My metric number is 253284 and I'll be presenting about the company that I have chose, which is UEM Agenta Berhad. UEM Agenta Berhad is a Malaysia-based company engaged in investment holding and provision of management service to its subsidiaries. There are a few types of company segments, which is the infrastructure maintenance segment, the property segment, the integrated facilities management segment, and a few others. The financials of the company is good, which we can see the revenue is 2.41 billion, which is it increased 10% from the previous year, and the net income of the company is 181.8 million, which it is increased 22% from the previous year. The debt to equity ratio is satisfactory, which is the company have 32% of debt compared to the equity. Last but not least, the valuation of the company. So we can see the share of the current price is 2.61 ringgit Malaysia and the intrinsic value is 2.63 ringgit Malaysia. So it is undervalued price at 0.7%, and as we know, if the intrinsic value is higher than the current price, it is good to the investor to buy the stock of the company. That's all from me. Thank you.